Hello dears, I hope you are all doing well during this quarantine. I miss you so much. So today we will deal with Unit 10, Healthy Body, Healthy Mind. The first lesson, page 93. As usual, on top of the page we have some pictures with some words. Let's go through each one of them. The first one is a picture of an ankle, and we have the verb sprain. So what's the meaning of sprain? Is that you cause an injury or you hurt your ankle. So you cause an injury to your ankle or you hurt it. The second picture and word or verb is adjective, dizzy. What's the meaning of dizzy? It means when you feel like everything is turning around and you cannot balance yourself and you feel like you're going to fall. Third word, afraid of. Afraid of means scared of something. And here in the picture, the boy is scared or afraid of the spider. Number 4, cast. As you can see from the picture, the cast is what the girl putting on her hand or arm. She's putting a cast. It is a plaster cast that doctors put around your broken arm or leg to protect it and fix it. The last word is bleed. Bleeding is losing blood from your body. Okay? We have other two vocabulary words. Keep still means don't move. Keep still means don't move, and don't worry means don't be afraid or don't think too much about something. Okay, now let's move to the poem that we have in page 3. This poem, Doctor, Doctor. Let's read the poem together. I sprained my ankle and saw Dr. Plate. She was very nice and told me not to wait. She put some ice on my ankle and asked me to keep it still. I was in pain, but I said, I will. I broke my arm and saw Dr. Mori. He was very nice and told me not to worry. He put my arm in a cast and told me to keep it on for 20 days. I wasn't happy, but there was no other way. I hurt my head and saw Dr. Fry. She was very nice and told me not to cry. She took a look at my head and told me to stay in bed. I was dizzy, so I did what she said. I cut my finger and saw Dr. Spade. He was very nice and told me not to be afraid. He put something on it to stop the bleeding and asked me to keep it dry. I thanked him and then I said goodbye. So, dears, this poem is composed of 4 verses. If you remember, we said before that a verse is like the paragraph in the normal text. In a normal text, we have a group of paragraphs that form the whole text. And in a poem, we have a group of verses. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 verses. Each verse is composed of 5 lines. I need you to read the poem again, and you have in front of you 4 pictures, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need you to match each verse with the correspondent picture, with the correct picture. Okay? Move to activity 2, and you have the pictures of the 4 doctors, and you have some speech bubbles. You read the speech bubbles and decide which doctor, sentence is said by which doctor. Okay, you match the speech bubbles with the doctors after you read the poem again, of course. I need you to notice here that we have 2 extra bubbles that you're not going to use. Now let's move to the grammar section. We have 2 parts here, commands and polite requests. Let's read them together. Commands. Take your medicine every 4 hours and don't go to school, the doctor said. So here we have a sentence that is said by the doctor. Take your medicine every 4 hours and don't go to school. If my friend asked me what the doctor said or what the doctor told me, I will say, the doctor told me to take my medicine every 4 hours. He told me not to go to school. Here what I'm doing is that I'm reporting what the doctor told me or what the doctor said. In the first part, this is the direct command of the doctor. It is written as it is, like the way the doctor said it. In the second part, the doctor told me to take my medicine every 4 hours. He told me not to go to school. Here, the command is reported. I'm reporting it. Okay? The second part, polite requests. Let's read. Sit on the bed, please, and please don't move your arm. If you notice here, the nurse said, so if you notice here, the nurse is using the word please. So that's why we call it a polite request. It's not a command. I'm not giving a strict command. I'm asking politely. I'm requesting something politely. So I'm using the word please. I'm being polite. So the nurse asked me to sit on the bed. She also asked me not to move my arm. If you notice here, we use the verb asked and not told. The verb asked is used with polite requests when I am reporting the request, and the verb tell is used when I am reporting commands. Let's see further examples and explanation. The reported speech. This is what we call reported speech. We use reported speech when we report the meaning of what somebody said, but not with the exact words they used. So, as we said before, we use the verb tell when we report commands and the verb ask when we report requests. Let's see these two examples. Commands. Go slowly, boy, the man said. This is the direct command. How am I going to report it? That man told me to go slowly. This is the reported command. Notice here that I use the verb told. That man told me to go slowly because this is a command. The second one is a request. Can you paint my room, please? Said Grandma. This is the direct request that the grandma made. Can you paint my room, please? Said Grandma. How am I going to report this? My grandma asked me to paint her room. This is the reported request. Here, because it is a request, I do not use the verb tell, I use the verb ask. Now we have listened to page 94 and 95. Let's start with the vocabulary. The first one is vegetarian. A vegetarian person is someone who do not eat meat and eats only vegetables. That's why we call them vegetarian. It comes from the word vegetables. Junk food is unhealthy food like burgers, pizza, fries, and so on. Be on a diet. Being on a diet means that you follow a certain eating plan with less food or with specific types of food. A veggie burger is a burger that do not contain meat. Usually vegetarian people will eat veggie burger. Now let's read the picture story that we have. We have Mark and Freddie. Let's see what they are doing. Hey Freddie, would you like to come over my house for dinner on Saturday? Yeah, we are having burgers. Oh, I don't eat burgers. Are you on a diet? No. Why not then? They are not junk food. My mom makes them. They are healthy and delicious. No, the thing is, I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat. Oh, I see. Don't worry. We will find something for you to eat. I will tell my mom you are a vegetarian. What about a salad? Yeah, that's fine. That sounds fine. Come on, boys. Dinner is ready. This is delicious burger, Mrs. Wilson. Yes, mine is good too, but I don't understand, Freddie. You told me you were a vegetarian. Have you changed your mind? No, but you told me you didn't eat meat. I don't. It's a veggie burger. Yes, I found the recipe on the internet. Yuck, I don't like veggie burgers. Are you sure? You are eating one too. So here, the boys, one of them is a vegetarian. Freddy is a vegetarian, and that's why the mom is making made a veggie burger. And even Mark liked it. He was eating and he's saying it's delicious, but then at the end he discovered that it is a veggie burger. Let's answer the comprehension questions. You read again and write true or false. So you have a group of sentences as usual, and you write true, T for true and F for false. You do the activity and send me as usual. The grammar section. Let's read the sentences. I'm a vegetarian, Freddy said. Freddy said that he was a vegetarian. If you notice here, it's the same thing that we have seen in the last or the previous lesson, but here it's not a command and it's not a polite request. It's a normal sentence. It's a statement. Freddy said, I am a vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian. Here I'm reporting what Freddy said, and I'm saying Freddy said that he was a vegetarian. So I'm reporting his statement. Notice here it's not a command or a request. It's a normal sentence. It's a statement. It's a statement. So I'm reporting the statement. So today we will learn how to report statements. Reported speech, statements. Last time we saw the commands and the polite requests. Today we will see the statements. When we change direct statements into reported statements, we have to make some changes. First, we pay attention to the tense of the verb. Second, if the verb in the present simple, we change it into past simple. And third, the pronouns changes as well. Let's go through some examples. She said, I exercise on Mondays. This is the direct statement. The reported statement will be, she said that she exercised on Monday. This is the reported statement. If you notice here, the pronouns change it. In the direct statement, the girl is talking and she uses I because she's talking about herself and she will say, I exercise on Mondays. If I'm reporting her statement, what she said, I will use she. And the same will happen if I'm talking about a boy. He will say I, but when I report his speech, I will say he. And the same thing for other pronouns. If they are a group of people, I will say they, and so on. She exercised. If you notice here, the verb is in the simple past. When I report the sentence, I use the simple past. Why? Because in the direct statement, the verb is in the present simple. So it is very simple. When you find the verb in the present simple, you change it in the past simple. When reporting statements, in the direct statement, the verb in present simple, when it is reported, it will change into past simple. Let's go through the second example. Freddy said, I am a vegetarian. Freddy said that he was a vegetarian. Here, the pronoun I changed it into he, and the verb am, the verb to be in the simple present am, changed it into was in the past simple. Clear? Now let's do activity 3. After I explain the reported statements, here you have a group of direct statements that you will change into reported statements, the same way I did in the previous examples. You pay attention to the verb, the tense of the verb. Simple present changes into past simple. Here, let's read the first one. I'm a vegetarian, said Tom. This is the direct statement. Tom said that he was a vegetarian. Here, I changed the pronoun I, the personal pronoun, I changed it into the personal pronoun he. I becomes he, and I am, the verb be, change it into was. Was. Clear? You read the other examples, the sentences, and you change them into reported statements. You do the activity and you send me so that I will check. Okay? Thank you.